The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. As always, Monday, same time. My name is Nenad, and today I will show you, of course, again, Forex, equities, and commodities price action. I will guide you through different setups, and hopefully we will be able to make pips this week. Before we start, have in mind that CFD and Forex are leveraged products can result in losses that exceed your deposits. Because of that, they're not suitable for everyone. Have in mind that this presentation and the video is for informational and educational purposes only. If you want to get a corresponding information on charting conditions and any other detail, do not hesitate to contact othermarketsglobal.com, and have in mind that this is here the full risk disclosure. Why do we trade with Untitled Markets? You can be fully regulated broker above all, everything, and you have the STP execution, also negative balance protection policy and volatility protection settings. Of course, you can scale out your leverage up to 1 to 500, and have in mind that you trade with the best add-on platforms. It's the MetaTrader Supreme Edition, so both on MT4 and the MT5. Also, have in mind that you need to be patient, guys. Patience is always the key to trading success. In order to trade successfully, you need to be very calm, very focused, and always wait patiently for setups to come to you. Rules and setups for all of you who don't know, and a quick recap of rules for you who are new, who are also long-time members of my webinars. Give price a breathing room, and we enter in the zone. The zone is the POC, point of confluence. In Forex, zone is within 15 pips of the predicted level, and of course, if it agrees with your system, then you can enter. I mostly trade Forex. I mean, 95% of my trades are Forex, but I also do gold and DAX and WTI trades. Scaling in is optional, and of course I need to tell you that I also do SP 500 from time to time, so you might expect setups on SP 500 too. Scaling in is optional. You do your own trade and money management. For commodities and equities, always watch the zone around the level, and don't forget that some indices use bigger stop loss. Recommended risk is 0.5 to 2% per trade, and maximum is 5% for all trades. Respect your stop loss and add a spread to your stop loss. Even if you trade via ECN, at 2 to 5 pips spread depending on pair traded. So if you see that let's say, have a stop loss at, for example, 35.00, always add 2 to 5 pips and 2 more pips for the spread. So it's in between 5 and 8 pips usually above the stop loss. Because we all trade maybe from different accounts, we all trade, maybe if you use, I don't know, standard account, you have more spread. If you use ECN account, you have less spread. You know, it's different. So I always say add 2 to 5 pips plus the spread depending on pair traded. We take only one position per listed pair, so it's either position or alternative trade, whichever hits first. First touch of the zone is the most profitable, and that is why we are focused on the first touch. Positional trades are trend trades, alternative trades are counter trend trades. Breakout trades and scalp trades can be traded independently of any position. For Forex and equities, it's good to protect your profits, because depending on time and volatility, we will use profit stop after 20 pips, but not less. Protect your profits around important levels. It's very, very important. It's crucial, especially if you trade on intraday time frames. Set and forget simply does not work anymore in today's markets. Of course, I'm talking about intraday perspective and very often intra-week perspective. Unless you want to take your chances and don't use a stop loss, but I would never recommend it. I always use a stop loss, and my stops are not big. Okay, add these levels to your system and pay attention to my Twitter updates. Whenever I post an analysis, of course, I always update it via Twitter and, of course, Facebook. So you need to be aware if potentially something happens. But most of the time, our setups end up in a nice profit. The term pips pool means the maximum available number of pips you could have made on my setups. These are results for 14th of May. We didn't have brilliant trades simply because market was making a further trend move, and most of our setups we have with alternative counter trend trades. So euro dollar was minus 40, GBP dollar was either plus 20 or minus 50, Australian dollar was plus 40, dollar yen was plus 40, gold was minus 10, tight stop loss. DAX either didn't qualify, or if you traded it was 200, but I missed the trade of the week was definitely the dollar yen, not the GBP dollar. This is typo, but the dollar yen, and I will show you results. So this is how the trades went. I expected some counter trend movement on euro dollar, but well, euro dollar kept with a trend move. It's very important, guys, that when you have a strong trend, you know when let's say alternative position is stopped out, then usually it will mean that you can proceed in the trend direction, okay? And then you can most of the time make up for a loss if it happens, because those counter trend levels usually work 70 to 80% of the time, but sometimes when trend is so strong or when some news kick in, then we can basically do nothing about it and trend will proceed. So euro dollar was a bit well, nasty last week, and even though we had some nice buy positions, okay, it ended only with 15 pips of profit, and that was not enough for me to count it as a successful trade. GBP dollar was also either positive or negative. If you took the entry here, you would have made maybe 20 pips. If you protected, you see this was head and shoulders here, the price couldn't have gone upward. So if you protected it, you would have made pips. If not, then it was a loss. Australian dollar had a buy position initiated. There was initial 25 pips. Then the price dropped. It didn't hit a stop loss if you added the spread and 2 to 5 pips here, and it ended up in profits. As I say, I never move my stop loss. I always keep it, and I'm very patient. Usually, I mean 99% of the time, I will see either it's a stop loss or a profit. Dollar yen was very good one. We had again alternative trade, but that alternative trade had a nice rejection. So basically this was where rejection happened, and then the price dropped down testing 110. So we had potentially 40 pips. Gold followed the pattern very similar to euro dollar. It was dropping, and then if you bought it, well, that was a loss. At least for me, this was a loss. 1310 didn't hold, the price dropped, and we had a loss. And the DAX positional buy trade around 12,810. The price went to 12,916. Well, now again, if you waited for these triple rejections, well, you could have made profits. I couldn't have known that the price would have made triple rejections. I traded this setup on one of my accounts, and I made nice profits because this was the way to go long here. When price started to reject from this level, this was a sign that the price will go up. Okay, so this was the DAX, and now let's see today's setups. And these setups are valid for today, tomorrow, and early Wednesday. Wednesday we have live trading session. Euro dollar, I mean, again, it's a downtrend. As I said a lot of times, it could have rejected from 1720, and it rejected from 1720. Now the price is making counter trend move. So I would advise for all these setups to use lower than normal risk, simply because the price is making a counter trend move now. So it can go a little bit up. So for this setup, if you want to trade it, okay, try to use lower than usual risk. This is 1780 sell, 1820 is stop loss, TP 1635, buy 1635, 1590 stop, 1690 TP. We touched the final support, but it looked like the downtrend is still strong, and you can see, I will show you the chart now. Just give me a few seconds. Okay. Just give me a few seconds to open my screen and okay. So this is it. We have touched 1720. That is monthly time frame. HTF is monthly on 4 hour. So this is monthly time frame. And you see that it's basically daily ATR band. So the price hit this level and it started a retracement. However, this is a weekly H1 and we could see a sell because simply this level is strong. This is previous double bottom. So if it holds, the euro will drop. If not, now it's, as I say, it's pairs are their critical supports. So only if the price successfully holds this level and it can reject. If not, 1820 can be hit, and well, then it will be above this previous swing high, and then the price could actually get back into a bigger retracement on 4 hour time frame. At this point, it's being kept in a range. Today we know that there were some bank holidays, so again, I think that this price can drop, but you need to be careful as it has already hit monthly L5, 1720, and that is the strongest level of support. Next one is pound dollar. I already have some trades on pound dollar. 13.25 is sell, 34.45 stop, 33.50, or you can count stop loss as 34.40, but you need to add at least 5 pip to cover for a spread and for potential spikes. So I would say 34.45 is a good stop. But then I still expect that the price could hit 33.50 if we see a break of 33.80. But I'm holding this trade for a whole day because basically I was 15 pips in profit, then the price spiked close to a stop loss, and I'm still holding it. Low risk trade, and I think that basically we could see some nice movement on this trade. I just hope that we could see some nice movement, but as I say, I'm not expecting a huge drop if the price simply does not break 33.80. So now the focus is on 33.80. It's very strong level. So guys, do not be pushed into trading with a full risk, because today's markets are at very critical supports and resistance for uptrend movements. So you might see some nice trades only if critical levels have been broken through. For example, I will show you this GBP dollar now. So this is GBP dollar. As you can see, I still have some trades. I'm running them on my live account, of course. But you see, the price was dropping. It broke to 33.99, but it's still not a monthly L5. It's weekly L4, and I expect the price to proceed further down. But I really need to see the break of this 33.80. If we see the 33.80 break, then 33.50 will be hit. And I'm aiming for that. So let's see what will happen. I still have a very, very good success with this type of the account. As I always say, the key is in money management. I will show you it now because this is mine, and you can see this account. Okay, I made a nice money with this. And here, guys, you see I only deposited 300 and I made profit of 878. So you see it's, well, it's tripled. This account has been tripled. Okay, you see it. I mean, when you know what to do, when you are into money management and you have a good method, well, then it's easy, guys, to, I mean, at least for me, it's non-stressful, I might say. I cannot say the word easy because it's not easy, but it's not stressful because you know what to do, right? Okay, guys. So that is what I expect of this GBP dollar. I would like to see, at least because it's monthly L4, the price hasn't hit weekly L5 or monthly L5. Monthly L5 is a way down, so I expect a further continuation down. And I'm already in a trade, tight stop, a very tight stop, but I'm not sure if I will make it. But if I make it, I would be very, very happy because it's very tight stop now. My entries were 34.10, 34.15. So, well, let's see what will happen. Next one is Australian dollar. 74.80, stop 74.30, TP 75.80. Alternative sell 75.80, stop 76.20, TP 75.10. So we still can see some nice trades from the Australian dollar. Technically, it's been in an uptrend. And I will show you right away. This is W. You can see the W pattern here. The price is made a push towards upside, and even on 1 hour time frame, we can still see that the price is at resistance. This is weekly resistance, so it might actually drop. So 75.80 is a sell. It's in the zone now. And I expect the price to actually, well, if it drops to 74.80, then it would be a buy for me. But if not, this is a sell. So I have already some trades, as you can see from my euro dollar. So I would say it's well, if you're not in a trade, you might take a chance. But then again, do it with a low risk and calculate your risk properly. So here, this is what I have here. Then next one is gold. 1304 is a sell. 1315 is a stop. TP is 1272. Alternative buy 1272. Stop loss 1242. TP 1304. And this is gold chart. Okay, so gold chart is, you see, we had a drop here. This pattern wasn't successful. Basically, this would have been a good potential counter trend trade here, but you see the price has still, I mean, this is bearish pattern, of course. This is bearish flag, but you see this could have been a counter trend trade for me only if the price breaks the level up. Then I would say we could go maybe the next day for uptrend, but still, because the price is kept here, you see the price is still below weekly H3. It's in downtrend, technical downtrend. So I gave it a little bit of I would say, yeah, 1304 and 1272. So a little bit of room. 1304 is here, so I would go for a weekly. So maybe for scalpers above 1292 the price will go up, but then this is the level to go short, 1303. If the price drops towards 1272, this is a buy trade. Then this breakthrough will probably be completed. Let me show you. Okay, I will take the length here. Let's call this a flagpole, even lower, but still, guys, you see, this would have been qualified as a potential target here, but this is weekly L4, and the third of this break below will be covered. So this could be a good spot to go long, because the third of this projection will be covered. I think this is a good spot to go long, but you need to protect your trade, because this would have been effectively a counter trend trade. Dollar yen, yes, dollar yen, 110.75 is buy, 111.05, 111.50 is a sell. Dollar yen is also in uptrend, and I said a lot of times I really expect this uptrend to continue. The price is in retracement now, but 110.75 here is a good spot to go long. EMA 89, weekly Camarilla pivot, gap that should be closed. So I think if it goes up from this point, we could make a nice trade to the upside. So that is, and sell is 111.50, another push into this level. I think there is still more room to downside if the trade is rejected. So if it comes to monthly, this is monthly level, I think the trade could be rejected one more time. But I would prefer a long trade here. I would prefer a long trade. And finally, gold. Gold is in downtrend. We have a sell position 1304, stop loss 1350. 15, sorry, TP. Yeah, I explained this. 1272, and DAX. DAX is uptrend 13050, stop 1300, TP 13220. Sell is 13220, stop 13300, TP 13110. So this is for the DAX. I will repeat the slides just a little bit later. So the DAX is also going up. You see, it's strong uptrend. And you see on 4-hour time frame, I think that it's supported here. So I would say probably the price will reject from this spot. It's a clear uptrend, 1305. But 13 here, 220 is a sell. We have a nice confluence here. We have a ATR top projection and weekly H5, so this is a sell. Now, guys, if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I will repeat the slides again. And, of course, any questions, I will gladly answer. So this is Euro Dollar. This is the GBP Dollar. And I'm still running a trade. My positions are averaged 34.12. So I have a sell position. So I'm in. So if you want to join, okay, Australian dollar, dollar yen, gold, and DAX. So if you have any questions, guys, feel free to ask. GBP yen, okay, I will open the GBP yen chart now. Similar as GBP dollar, but much better today to trade. Maybe I should have traded GBP yen because it's faster. Rejections, and for me this is continuation of bearish trend, head and shoulders here, and you can see I would go with sell on rallies. Also because the price is dropping, it could drop here towards this level here and then reject, but this is the first target here. Obviously strong downtrend, and it's also weekly L3, so this is level to go long, but until then it's short. So GBPN is indeed in a downtrend. Okay, guys? If you have any other questions, just ask. I had a question about the dollar CAD, and yeah, this is the dollar CAD chart. It's ranging mode. I expect a dip to be bought, but it's still a ranging mode. You see, up, down, up, down. But I expect if this level holds, especially this one, I expect price to further go up. There will not be continuation until this trend line here is broken above this level here. So above this level here, 29.10, well, it will be a range, then it will shoot up. Martello is asking, is there some useful books? Momentum, Direction, Divergence. That was my first book to read about Forex. But books will not help you unless you have a good screening time. I also recommend Victor Pershikov book. His book is about Fibonacci. So yeah, you can Google for it and you can buy it via Amazon. Victor Pershikov, a Russian trader and very good book about Fibonacci, so you can find it on Amazon. Palladium, I don't trade Palladium, and I never watched it, Ron. Honestly, it's not my cup of tea, as you say. I'm a bit, skeptical about just metals. I can take a look, but do not hold me. I'm not a big expert into the Palladium. I can take just a quick look at technical perspective, but I don't trade it, and I have never traded it. From technical perspective, this looks bearish because this is shoulder, this is head, this is shoulder, and you still see that there is resistance here. I would say go short here, and if the price breaks this trend line here, you can also go short. For me, this is bearish. Daniel is asking about GBP Australian dollar, dropping like a stone, even better than GBP dollar. So definitely this gives you the cue that the GBP is the weakest currency. And you can see how it's dropping like a stone, like a knife through butter. Weekly L5 has been broken, monthly L5 has been broken. So definitely you need to open daily time frame, see the daily support on daily time frame, not pivot, but actually support, and this is it. I would say sell on rallies. When this level hits, you might go for a long trade, because here the GBP dollar could actually reject from this level. A lot of historical buyers here, but this was huge. This is very good pair to trade. What is so wrong with GBP? Well, I guess it's Brexit, it's technical perspective, and guys, you know that I've been short many times and I'm shorting it today, so definitely a lot of negative factors weigh on the GBP, and also mention that possibly there will be no rate hike this year, but maybe for next year. It all adds weight to the GBP. But you don't need, guys, you don't need to think about what is wrong with GBP. You just need to trade it. For us traders, we are not actually concerned whether something is strong or some pair or some currency is weak, because we trade both weak and strong currencies. We are traders, right? So whatever market throws at us, we will trade. As you can see, my live GBP dollar trade now is still going some profit, but I expect more. I want more from this. Let's see what will happen. Basically, guys, as you see, especially on this account, again, it's pretty clear, tripled, and yeah, it's good to trade. So yeah, guys, just try to trade it. On other account, I also have, on bigger account, I also have 34.10 and 34.15 positions. So for me, this is either profit or a stop loss. I don't care if this is stop loss, then let it be stop loss. But I will not take 10 pips. I want at least 20 pips, at least 20 before I actually protect this trade. Euro yen and Australian dollar yen. Okay, euro yen. Euro yen should drop, but it's at support now. Let me show you. Euro yen should drop because on 4-hour time frame it's still downtrend. Now it's dropping, but you see this was a good level to go short, and now it's dropping. It still needs to break these lower levels here. It needs to break this mini trend line here, and it will proceed down, but it needs to break 130.50. Below 130.50, price could drop to 129.85. So this is still downtrend, but it's congested. This is a congestion. It needs to break 130.50. So I would say short, but trapped within the range. Australian dollar yen. Big spike. The price is relentless here. It's going up, but you can see it stopped. Wait, I will open. Yeah, it stopped. It needs some time to actually recalculate the chart, and yeah, I would say this is obviously pivot point here, and I would say go long on the dip. If the price dips here, I would say you could go long 83.40. But now from this spot, it should drop a little bit because obviously this is level. You see, it's weekly H4. It's close to weekly H5. You see, a lot of rejections here. You see how the price is actually kept weekly H5, weekly H4. So it could drop, but then again, if it drops, I would go for long here, 83.40. So that would be it, guys. I hope that I answered all of your questions. I hope that we will make pips this week. Do not forget to sign up for Wednesday live trading session. Currently, GBP dollar running. You might add Australian dollar if you want, or DAX, but I think that we will see some nice pips, hopefully. Thank you guys for listening. Wish you great trading week. And as always, cheers and trade safe.